Elsewhere in 4A, Chris Jones of Iowa City West made up for a disappointing 3,200-meter run by winning the mile. Class 3A, Waverly Shellrock wins the team title. They also won the 4x400. Brent Uhlenhop bringing it home. 4x200 relay, West Delaware the winner in 131.32. And the Washington Demons made up for a false start in the 4x2 by winning the 4x100 relay in 43.26. Class 2A, Justin Hines of North Fayette won the discus yesterday. Today he won the shot with a toss of 53 feet, 4.5 inches. And Tipton took home the 4x800 relay title. The Tigers also placed second as a team. Class 1A, Regina's Matt McHugh was a double winner. Yesterday it was the 3,200 meter. Today it was the mile. Although McHugh almost started his final kick a little too early.
I kicked really hard with 400 left. And then with about 200 left, it hit me. I said, you know, it's 200 meters left in my high school career. I just got to go. I got to fight the pain and everything.
4x400 relay, West Branch comes from behind to nip HLV. Winning time, 3 minutes, 26 seconds. In Des Moines, Jason Rogers, TV9 Sports.
I'm not a person that really starts out of the blocks really fast, so I have to gain speed as I go with the hurdles, and that's just what I do.
I was just hoping they wouldn't pass me and hoping I could hold on to the end. I'm just glad I held on to it.
This has been in my mind, and I've wanted to win this. I mean, my whole life, the mile's a big race.
That is West Delaware taking Class 2A.
I was surprised. We qualified second for the finals. We did it though. I hate to lose it. I wanted all three of them pretty bad.
The second time around better?
Yeah, actually it is this year. I had a lot tougher year this year, lost a couple races, and I was actually doubting this time, so a lot better this year. We're all a big family at Waverly Shellrock.
It felt good. I knew Pete could do it. Once I saw him coming on the finish line, I just knew he had it, and I knew that I had the courage to do it too.
I was just blessed with a good race today. We just told each other that we needed to put this one together and win it.
On the air. The kids call that raising the roof. Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Lights. Once a year, myself and John Campbell like to switch places so John can let his hair down and hang out with the teenagers. And what a game he had to cover tonight. Third-ranked Washington hosting number 2 Mount Pleasant. John joins us live from Washington via News Star 9. And John, doesn't get much bigger than this.
No, it doesn't, Scott, and I wish I had some hair to let down, but we had fun here tonight, and this game lived up to its billing, as you said, number 2 against number 3, both undefeated. Let's go to the highlights. The governor even here tonight somewhere. I couldn't find him, but he was here, and a great crowd, and I'll tell you what, Washington was ready to play this game on their home field, Case Field. Demons' second possession of the night, Andy 6. A big gainer, rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling down there. Then the quarterback, Chris Jarvis, keeps it. He breaks some tackles, and he takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. 6 would score on the next play. Washington went ahead 6-0. After recovering a Demon fumble, the Panthers call on Todd Miller. Who else? Watch this run. He was just beginning. That's a 30-yarder. 7-6, Mount Pleasant on top. In the second quarter, student body left. Jarvis again. They can't stop him. Washington back on top, 14-7. The Panthers answer. It's Miller time. 14 all at halftime down here in Washington. In the third quarter, here comes Mount Pleasant, and this is Miller. Boy, I'll tell you what, he has some great feet, great moves, and some good speed, and a little bit of power there, too. Brad Simmons, or Sammons, we should say, comes in. He scores the 1-yard touchdown. Mount Pleasant went ahead 21-14. Now it's Miller time one more time in the fourth quarter. This one 37 yards. Actually, he had 4 touchdowns on the night, 176 yards, and Mount Pleasant shut out Washington in the second half. They go on to win it. The final was 34-14. Mount Pleasant remains undefeated. Todd Miller, 4 touchdowns tonight. How'd you feel about this game for you and your teammates?
Oh, I thought on both sides of the ball, the defense did a great job in the second half and in the first half. And the offensive line and our offensive backs did a great job of blocking tonight. Oh, what a tremendous job tonight for the Panthers.
It's tight at halftime.
It was tight. Made some adjustments, but hey, we came out to play the second half. That's the way it should be.
You turned on a little defense in the second half.
Yeah. We came out there ready to hit them guys because we wanted to win this bad.
When did it turn, do you think?
I think when we came out there and we scored again in the second half, then we really thought we could win this.
Scott, I think both these teams are going to see each other again in the playoffs, and I think one of these teams will be in the Dome when it comes finals time. Great game down here in Washington tonight.
Thanks, John. Miller really looks like a player.
Our other co-game of the week, a Class 3A Classic between 2 unbeaten, second-ranked Mount Pleasant at third-ranked Washington. Doesn't get much bigger than this. Ben Bamsey, in fact, turned down an invitation from Bobby Knight to go grouse hunting just so that he could see this one in person. And he joins us from Cedar Rapids now with highlights, Ben.
Well, Brian, it's October 22nd, and, you know, it is colder than the dickens outside. I'm not going to lie to you, and it was one of those nights where residents of Mount Pleasant, Washington, they probably just stayed inside next to a warm fire with their sweethearts, maybe listening to some Kenny G classic hits, maybe drinking some warm apple cider. How about even carving a pumpkin, right? Wrong, Brian. These people were at a high school football game. It was unbelievable. I'm not kidding you, man. The game of the week, Class 3A, District 5. It doesn't get any better than this. I'm excited that I was there. Here's the nuts and bolts of it. I could pump this game all day, but here's the nuts and bolts of it. The winner of this game will probably win the district title, at least tie for the district title. The loser, well, they will be the runner-ups. And you know what? Here we go, straight into the eye of the storm. 5,000 people on hand this evening in Washington, checking out this classic battle between teams. They don't have a lot of love for each other. Game on. Washington strikes first. Here, fullback Andy 6 says, man, I'm just trying to live up to my last name. He barrels forward for a nice game, and then 6 would get his reward. The 1-yard score gives his team a 6-0 lead. And you know what, Washington, they'd be looking for more. Chris Jarvis here, he's going to sweep left, but Mike Messer says, hey, drop the chalupa, man. And Jarvis coughs it up, and Mount Pleasant, they're in business. Todd Miller, he's going to make him pay. He takes the handoff, cuts against the grain, turns on the Jets, and he is going to sneak right on inside the pylon for the score. MP, they're up 7-6 in the first quarter. Just bounced with me, baby. All right, thank you. Washington comes right back. Jarvis sweeps left again, low angle. He's in for the score, and we're getting out of control. They're tearing the place apart. Not even the barricades can hold them. You gotta love it, Brian. Well, Todd Miller says it's Miller time. He pours me one and then gets into the end zone. Hey, we're all happy, Mount Pleasant. They tied up at 14. You know, just before the half, Washington trying to make more of a game of this. Adam Miller looking to put Washington up, but his pass is picked off by Brad Sammons, and it was 14-14 at the half. But Brian, Mount Pleasant, they absolutely shut Washington out in the second half. They go on to win big tonight, 34-14. There's your score. I tell you what, the first half, it was a pretty even battle. These teams looked very evenly matched, and What happened in the second half is Mount Pleasant, they really got their running game going. Obviously, you saw signs of that in the first half, but in the second half, they lit up the scoreboard, and they're sitting pretty.
You know, earlier this season, Mount Pleasant beat Washington in Washington. Tonight, part 2 for the rematch. On to Washington and Mount Pleasant, and here comes Washington charged up. First possession, quarterback Adam Miller gives the ball to Chris Jarvis, who hurdles. Nice jumping, small game, but very next play, Jarvis, he's small, plays with a big heart. Again, plows his way through some tough defense. Washington led this game in the closing moments, 21-17, but Mount Pleasant came back to score a touchdown in the final minute of the game to win 24-21. Wow.